This is the first thing that I've ever built for someone. It holds hundreds of signatures. It was made for my sister's wedding. It has moved across the country and it has survived many years outside a campfire. But today may be its last chance. I'm not a sentimental person towards my own things, but towards other people and their stuff. I am very sentimental for them. It's weird. I don't know. A few weeks ago, my sister was moving and they were bringing a bunch of stuff to the dump, and this chair sat in it, and I almost brought it there. I was actually going through the dump waste station, and I decided, no, I'm going to fix this chair. This chair isn't just a piece of furniture. It's a snapshot of the happiest day of my sister's life, or at least one of them. And it holds hundreds of signatures, and this can't be where the story ends for this chair. So we are going to try. Now then, with that said, where do I start? First, clear the air. This was a Costco special, I believe, and I was the one who put it together. I was not really woodworking at the time. So, where do I begin to fix it? There's a lot of problems going on, and a lot of those problems are stemming from one major problem. And that major problem is right here. This arm right here needs to hold this together. And that will cause basically every issue to fix itself, that issue and that issue. Now, there is the issue of these side pieces being warped. I got no idea what I could possibly do about that besides just, but the main problem is right here. So I need to do some level of disassembling to get this off and the other one off as well, so that I can remake these, because they are split on the top and that is no good. The new ones, I want to do pocket holes going upwards, so that will be what holds it together. So let's just disassemble this arm really quickly. Now, I don't have any 1x4s or such of that kicking around, so I'm going to actually be swapping this to 2x material. I had planned to swap it to 2x material anyways, because I just want a little bit more material to grab onto. So right now, have it lined up on my 2x8, and I'm just going to do such a thing, and then I can just finish this line here and cut that. Not that any of these measurements are going to mean anything to you, but this is set to 2 3/4 of an inch. And now we're going to chop off 2 chunks out of this 2x8 that we just cut down. I also matched the angle of the piece and then found it on my miter saw and cut it. And then drilled through the existing holes to copy them onto the new pieces. Okay, so now I'm going to do some pocket holes. I'm going to use the Craig Rebel to do it. It's grabbing way better than it did, but not as well as I would like. So I'm actually going to add one more right in the middle. So now this guy can go. Oh my good gosh, I'm a dunce. Okay. I gotta remake these. I totally did that the wrong direction. Because this new. You see, each of these parts has an angle, and when I pre-drilled my holes, well, it didn't matter what side I drilled the holes on, because I could just swap one side to the other. However, when I added my pocket holes, that's when it became permanent, and I went to put the parts on the chair, the angles were facing the wrong direction. The only way to fix this was to have the pocket holes on the outside, or remake the pieces. And obviously I'm not some lazy no-good woodworker, so I left them on the outside. Now, I honestly stared at this for a good 5 to 10 minutes trying to figure out what I could do to rectify this issue. And I think my solution is pretty genius. This is winding up to be much more than I anticipated it would be. That's okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just copying this size here. You can use measuring tape, but I just wrote a line, drew a line. Now I got a line. I'm going to quickly chop this line. And then this go. So now I have this line here. And I'm going to use the bandsaw and I'm going to try cut it out. And then see if I can slip that underneath this to give it the support that we need. Now we can pretend that I got it on the first try. I did not. This is my 4th attempt at getting this to be the perfect slope to hold on to that thing. So I glued it and I attached it in with a whole ton of brad nails, and then I attached the arm and it was sturdy, and now I just had to do all of that stuff for the other side again. All right, so I can say it's a lot more work than I planned to put on into it. I thought it was going to be a quick just replace a couple of boards. I'm having to do a little bit of extra things just to make sure everything kind of holds together the way it's supposed to. And I think I'm going to do a little bit more reinforcement yet. I want this to last much longer than it was maybe destined to. I took 2 strips of hard white maple, some with a crack, some without a crack, and I scribed the angle so that I could just make them crisscross. I just found the angle on my miter saw, and I added some pocket holes so that it'd have nice hidden joinery. That's easy for a simpleton like me to do. And then I attached them on. And then I took the side pieces I took off, I chopped those down to that measurement, which is 18 inches and 3/4. And then I pocket holed those and I added those on the back as well, just to give it way more extra support. And yeah. All right, well, you guys saw it at the beginning. And I'll be honest, I've never sat on it before. But got a little bit of rock, but like not much, which is good. That's what we want. We got to make the color of all that stuff just change because it looks very weird. I have my ebony stain. So we can do an ebony stain on it, but it's all assembled. I can't restain it like everything. I'm not disassembling it. Is burning it just the cooler idea? If they don't know I'm doing this, I don't want to go and ask. They think it's in the garbage. But if I was burning it, I could just throw it on the table saw and just burn away. And burning's pretty controllable. Yeah, I think I'm gonna burn it. I think it would look cool. I think they'll like it. All right, there you have it. We prepared this chair. It's sturdy and it should hopefully last another 10 years if I'm lucky. If not, well, I'll just be fixing it again because I'm not letting this chair go to the dump. There's no way, and they'll have to fight me over it if they want to throw it in the garbage. So there we have it. Project's done. Repair work is done. Thank you all for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next one.